have this book called Duct Tape Bags, and I've made a few things out of duct tape and had so much fun that I've been wanting to try to make a bag for a while. And I was going to start with the first one in this book, which is just like a little wristlet. So it's smaller and pretty simple. So mainly I have everything I need. I've got some duct tape. It's not really the best color, but I was going to start with it. They have so many cool prints now. I got this one I think on clearance, so I just bought it. So mainly I'm going to do this in 2 steps because I do need to order some magnets. Well, let's get started. I've got some parchment paper here, and we use the parchment paper to make the duct tape fabric. So I'm going to lay a piece out and measure it. Got to get the kind of overlap it a little bit, and it's very, very sticky. It was pulling the fingernail polish off of my fingernails, so you might not want to wear nail polish when you do this. Also, I had a few mishaps. I lost a few pieces because they got stuck on each other and I couldn't pull them apart. Also, the scissors I found, the first pair with the red handles were not sharp enough to cut this duct tape. So they're just bunching it all up and getting all gummed up. So I got a second pair that worked a little better. But then I found an even better solution, which they didn't for some reason mention in this book, which was a rotary cutter. I've already got my self-healing mat, which is what I am cutting this out on. So that side worked okay, but when I cut the other direction, when you cut on the paper, it works a lot. Right here is where I was really struggling. I have this at 8 times the speed, but this took me like 5 minutes just to cut that silly thing off. Okay, so now we're gonna make the, so I've got this sticky side up, the fabric I just made, and so I'm gonna make some more. And this one, we're going to pleat the fabric, so I'm just folding over one of the edges. Got all of them done, and oh, here's where the whole thing just came apart. So I decided to I cannot pull that off, so I'm just gonna cover it up. It's a boo-boo. It's gonna be extra reinforcement under my handbag. Alright, so we're putting these pleated sides kind of like perpendicular to the tape on the other side, the opposite side. I'm just making the last. That was a second to the last. Okay, here's the very last, which will need to be pleated on both sides. It's going right down the middle. This will be the middle of the handbag. And the design actually had a white strip in the middle, but okay, here's where I used the rotary cutter, and it just does a lot neater job than the scissors. Voila! Got my fabric. Still cleaning up the edges here. Alright, so you fold it basically in thirds. It does have you measure it. So this is just this, instead of stitching, we're going to put this little strip, I'm going to cut it in half lengthwise and just use it to hold the sides together, the sides of the purse.